Hello, my name is Eric Hernandez. I'm 28 years old. I'm from Tampico, Mexico, and I am an ex-patient of Mexican psychologist Everardo Martinez Macias. He is an expert helping his patients getting rid of their homosexual feelings, but also helping them develop their heterosexuality. Today I want you to know 4 things about homosexuality you have never heard before. Number 1, no one is born gay. There is no such thing as a gay gene or a gay DNA. Number 2, homosexuality only has psychological causes. Number 3, you can get rid of your homosexual feelings. And number 4, heterosexuality is developed. No one chose to have homosexual feelings, and there is a lot of people that suffer from having these feelings. When I was 5 years old, I had a sexual game with a family member. After that, at age 12, I started masturbation. At age 15, I started looking my other friends at school in a different way, in a sexual way. By age 18, I started to like a friend in a different way. When I was 19, I accepted myself as a gay person and started living a gay lifestyle. When I was 22 years old, I came out to my parents and started from there living a gay lifestyle. Everyone accepted me. I thought this was the way I was supposed to be, but I was never happy. I wasn't happy at all. Who I dated, no matter where I was, no matter with who I was, no matter the parties I went to, I wasn't happy in the inside. I started questioning my homosexuality, but everything I saw in the media is that I was born this way and there was nothing I can do about it. I grew up with a distant father. He used to work every day. He worked very early in the morning and came to the house very late at night. I didn't see my father in the whole day. He came home and bring presents. He worked to get us the life that he never had. Now I started to have an overprotective mother. We used to go out with her everywhere. She used to drive us to school, and after that we hang out at our grandmother's house. When I was really young, I started to play with girl stuff, and I grew up around a lot of girls. My cousins, my sister, and another little cousins, all female. I started to look up to these female figures and also my sister. I wanted to be like her. Growing up with a distant father, an overprotective mother, and having girls all around me, and having this sexual game with a family member, this developed in me my homosexual feelings. How I knew the truth, I went to a conference about the psychological causes of homosexuality. I started to realize a lot of things, but it was too much for me at that time, and I stood up and got out. But after that, I started to have Skype sessions with this psychologist. At first, I rejected him. I didn't want to listen, but I was keeping in touch with him every week. I found out that I just had to get along with my father, have a closer relationship emotionally and physically with him. Having a natural distance from my mother and seeing my sister not as the example, but like my sister, and treating her like a lady. My father and I used to do a lot of things together. We used to go to the movies, we used to do sports, we used to play. This was a brand new thing for us because we didn't play when we were kids. Now we were doing it in my 20s. I started looking my mother in a different way. I used to take care of her, love her, hug her. But my father needed to be my example. I had to get from him my masculinity and also my heterosexuality. I started to realize that the more time I spent with him, I started to look more like him. We used to talk the same way. I used to walk the same way. People sometimes thought that it was my dad on the phone, but it was me. I wasn't that different from the man. I thought I was very different. Now that I had a closer relationship with my dad, an emotional attachment to him, and a resemblance from him, Added to that, a different relationship with my sister and my mother. I told them that the nightmare was over. I was no longer homosexual. But if you want to get rid of your homosexual feelings, then we can help. If you choose to live a homosexual life, you're free to do that. But if you choose to get rid of your homosexual feelings, everybody should respect you, and you're free to do that also. Homosexuality is only a feelings. We are heterosexual by design. It doesn't matter what you feel or who you are attracted to. You are heterosexual by design. There is nothing homosexual in your body. You are heterosexual. If you want to live a gay style, you're free to do that. But if you have homosexual feelings and you don't want to live the gay lifestyle, you can't get rid of your homosexual feelings, and I am here for you. I know what you're thinking, I know what you're going through, believe me, I was there. But there is freedom if you want it. Mom or dad, if you have a son or daughter who has homosexual feelings and everybody tells you that you should accept him or her, you are not obligated to do that. You can help your son or daughter develop their heterosexuality. We are not our feelings. We have feelings. But we have a lot of feelings during the day. One little feeling does not determine our identity. Dear parents, if you think accepting your son or daughter that will make him or her happy, that's not true. We are willing to inspire everywhere we are. People that got rid of their homosexual feelings are the discriminated minority. So now you know, no one is born gay. There is no such thing as a gay gene or a gay DNA. You can get rid of your homosexual feelings and develop your heterosexuality.